What's going on, family? You already know what it is, who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lyrical Miracle Mouthpiece from South Street. You know what I'm saying? Guess who the rapper, aka the Grand Ambassador. You know what I mean? Here to lace your brain with some incredible and glorious game once again, man. And here, you know what I'm saying? I'm acting as your host in the capacity of the reluctant YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? And this gonna be a good one. So, if you like yourself, hit that like button. If you like someone else, hit that share button. And if you love yourself, you know what I'm saying, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification and hit that bell. That way you can be alerted when we drop a new video. Now, as you can see through the thumbnail, I got the beautiful and my girlfriend, my love, my lady, Amber Nelson. Say hi, baby. Hold on. Say it again. Now you sound clear. All right. All right. Y'all see the thumbnail, right? It says that, can you see me good?
Yeah.
All right. The title says, and we ain't going to hold y'all long, but the title says, my girl is so needy. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and here she's going to explain whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So just real quick. So this is for all you guys and all you girls so y'all can understand each other. All right, baby. Now, let me ask you. Why do you think that sometimes being needy, and why do you think what causes you to be needy at times, and why you would think it would be and why is it a good thing sometimes?
Well, first of all, let me say, God has created men and women to be different, right? So God said from the garden, when Adam and Eve were in the garden, that Eve would desire for her husband. So that need comes from a desire for the man. That is God given. God gave us that. And when you look at it more in a relationship type sense, it's because if a woman feels like she's not being appreciated or that she's being poured into and she is just being, taken from and not being given or fulfilled, then that's when she's going to become needy because then she starts feeling desperate.
Okay. So now, how is that a good thing?
Well, like I'm saying, because in a way, whenever it's not being, whenever it doesn't turn toxic, it's because God created women to need their man.
All right, so that's a good thing?
Yes.
So basically what you're saying, and like, the good part is that it's because you're being alert, the woman is trying to alert the man, or she's reacting to the lack of him reciprocating the attention or whatever.
Yeah, that's when it becomes toxic. Like just inherently needing your partner.
Oh, okay.
Because that's how we work together.
Yeah.
You know, like men and women, we all fulfill different roles.
Yeah.
And that's how God created us. And also, you did ask me, like, is it a good thing or not? I mean, in a way, it was sort of like Eve's curse after she ate the apple and convinced Adam to eat the apple. Just like God told Adam his curse would be to toil all his days and have to work hard and toil the grounds and everything.
Yeah.
Eve's desire, when God said you'll desire for Adam, your husband, like she asked me, is that a good thing or not? Like, and part of it is like a curse. So that's why if we're not careful, it can become a toxic thing. Because just like anything else, it can start out good and become bad.
Yeah. So all right. So, what advice would you give to couples, or or the guy, or whatever, what they should do to correct that?
Well, in terms of the guys, if you feel like your woman started to be really needy, instead of just saying, "Oh, she's just like a needy bitch" or whatever, like she need to get off my back, like leave me alone, like give me some space, think about why she might be feeling so needy, or why she might even be acting like that. Maybe she's desiring attention, or maybe her needs are not getting met. Maybe she's feeling like she's given so much and she needs to be reciprocated back with some love.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you basically tell them, look, you know what I mean, you need to start paying me some attention or whatever, or reciprocate the love that I give you, right?
Hmm. And, hopefully that'll resolve the problem. I mean, if that still doesn't, if you feel like you are still giving everything you can give and paying attention to your woman and things like that and doing your part, and she still acts like that, that's when it's like, okay, then she's just kind of, she needs to grow up and it's on her because she needs to mature. But if you feel as though you could be doing more and maybe she just needs some more of your attention, your love, and your care,
Yeah.
then see how that works. And maybe then she'll feel like, okay, I've gotten what I need. I can back off a little.
Oh, okay. Good, good. Smile, baby.
It's late here. We already had a long day. But yeah.
All right. I just wanted to put this out there because a lot, I mean, we could do a part 1, a part 2 of things like this,
Yeah.
where we could do like different parts. Really, I wanted to do this to communicate to guys like, look, when your girlfriend is, oh, why is she needy and why is she this and this and that? It may be due to the fact that she's, not getting that attention, or, she's maybe you're in an imbalanced relationship, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just want to encourage guys, I'm not saying that it's never the woman, but just kind of before you just jump to blaming her automatically, see what maybe you could do to see if you can help her in any way.
All right, that's what's up.
And also, if your viewers have any questions, like you said, if we want to do like a part 2 or whatever, if they would like me to clarify anything.
All right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we really just coming on here like normal people, I ain't really all made up. Neither she is. We just was talking and thought it'd be a good idea to say. And all of this time when I was trying to go live like professional and it just didn't work out. So I said, I'm just going to hold the phone up. You know what I'm saying? For y'all. Just to get my daily dose out. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it'd be important too for them to understand, because I used to, we titled this that I'm so needy, but honestly, like, I think Greg will tell you, I'm not really like that anymore, and I think it'd be important for him to tell you his side, how he helped me overcome that feeling of neediness.
Well, I'm going to let you tell him. You tell him, you know what I mean, with a smile on your face. You know what I mean? You tell him real quick. How did this handsome gentleman right here help you with that situation?
Yes, and I mean, it goes back to what I was saying in general terms. I mean, that's exactly what my man did for me, was instead of just like writing me off or thinking I was a crazy or calling me a bitch or just like pushing me further away, he really cared about me and showed me attention and took care of me in simple ways, and would just like talk to me and do things that are for what I consider a healthy relationship. And one major tip for us is that, we really did truly start off as friends before we were ever lovers. And I think it goes a long way. And instead of, really, like, just really enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
And really finding out what it is that makes the other person tick. Really, truly trying to understand the other person.
Yeah.
And so you were able to understand what it is that makes me happy because you knew me.
Yeah.
I really didn't have to tell you what it was I needed. You just knew that because you got to know me.
Yeah.
And it's just simple things, simple things like cooking me dinner or just sitting and talking with me, just giving me attention, like,
Yeah.
Making me feel like I wasn't just another heartbeat in the house or just like another person like taking up your space, like, but that you actually enjoyed being with me.
Yeah, smile, baby. Look, you look good when you smile. So,
I can't wait till we get to be together again.
What?
I said, and I can't wait till we get to be together again.
No doubt, no doubt. One last thing I want to say, right? Communication, right, is important to you, right? So, I can recall this, like when you were like I sensed it was like the neediness, or we'll say clinginess, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What did I say to you? Tell them.
You need to stop being like that.
Or what? Not or. No, it wasn't an or nothing. Let me tell y'all. I was just like, yeah, I'll just, because I haven't a total recall. Yeah, I just jumped in the hot tub time machine and went back in time and remember.
8 years.
Yeah, like what was it? Yeah, 8 years ago. So, and I was like, look, baby, you know, when she was being clingy or whatever, and because I understood it, because that's how, you know, men had seasoned her recipe in the past to, you know, to operate like that. So I told her, listen, baby, you know, if you know, the cleanliness thing, you know what I'm saying, you know, that's gonna push me away from you, you know what I'm saying? Because I want you to have your own like identity within our relationship, to where, you know, I'm not the center of your world. We're a major part of each other's worlds, but more so I was pointing her more to God and Christ and things like that, and getting her in touch with the glow of herself, you know what I mean? So she know herself. And it takes a woman cannot, you know, like Sinful P would say, she can't conform that what she's not informed about. You know what I'm saying? So she needed that. No one had imparted to her that information. And you know what I say on my channel, glorious game equals, you know, magnificent information or extraordinary or other than ordinary information that may not be known to, you know, it's not the norm, you know what I mean? Or it's not common knowledge. So important.
And I would say after you told me that too, like it was, and I appreciated that, like, and I think it did change a lot of things too, because it was like a watershed moment, like an aha moment for me. Whereas you could have just wrote me off and started ghosting me or whatever, or something like that, you know, that was just crazy. You actually took the time, and it goes back to what I was saying about getting to know me. Yeah. You actually took the time to like help me along and like impart some wisdom and then actually also try to understand why I was the way I was instead of just. So that goes back to what I was saying about actually getting to know someone.
Oh, see that? So this is for all my young, you know, player partners, my young P's, my young men, my young males that are developing and manifesting into men. You know what I mean? You have it from a woman's perspective. You know what I mean? Like to pay her some attention. Look, you see her? Can you see me? Look. Not just pay attention, but impact her like you.
Like help her along. What is it all you see? You always say too, the woman is a reflection of the man.
That's where I was about to say.
Okay.
Yeah, she becomes your reflection, but how can she be your reflection if she's your reflection and you're projecting negativity? You're gonna turn your woman negative. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying, and like what do you describe to me? Like, yeah, I feel good going to the bedroom because I was being treated well all day. But if I'm being mistreated all day and you expect some action in the bedroom, you know.
Yeah, it's not going to work like that. Women are very emotionally driven, which once again is another thing that gets twisted and taken like it's a bad thing. But just like you've told me, we've talked about men are very logical, women are very emotional.
Yeah.
And either way you look at that, if it's taken too far, it can be a bad thing. But if you look at it in the sense that that's just how God created us, and use it to help you understand your partner rather than looking at it as a bad thing.
Yeah.
Then, you know.
Well, yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. So, and you know, when we come together, men are more responsible for the actions of what your woman does because he has to exhibit that behavior first. You want if you want her to respect you, you must show why you should be respected by showing her respect. You know what I mean? And things are like that nature. You know what I mean? So, you know, but the positivity of being needy is the fact that you searching for someone to complete you, you know what I'm saying? Or that desire or that need that was planted in that woman from the very beginning in the fall of mankind back in the garden with Adam and Eve, you dig? So that's what she was referring to. But, you know, of course, the contextually, that's some basically a new revelation on that word needy, because it could become toxic when it's not reciprocated. Yeah, when it's not addressed, and also when it's not reciprocated. And that goes for either the man, whoever is doing that. Either the man is doing that, doing the fact of the non-reciprocation, or the woman. You know what I mean? He just doing all the loving and all of that.
Just help the partner. And this just kind of dawned on me too. Like, another way to think about it is, like, also a lot of people like to say, oh, you're so insecure, and like, help your partner feel. If you feel like your partner's acting insecure, then try to think of ways maybe you could help them feel secure.
Yeah, you got it. In order to get security, you got to give it. You know what I mean? And it don't necessarily have to be. Yeah, it like emotional security, intellectual security, but you know, stuff like that. That way.
It just goes back to the basics of, like you were saying earlier too, like communication and just paying it, like giving attention. Like, it's really basic stuff that every human wants, whether or not that's a romantic relationship or a friendship. It's really what comes down to the basic human needs.
Yeah, and just for the the hierarchy that is set up by the Most High is for God first, then Jesus Christ, then the man, then the woman, then the child. You dig? So when she's saying partners, yeah, we're partnering in to a relationship, but with as far as in ranking, the man is the head of it, the head of the relationship. Yup. Say it, baby. Say it. They got to what?
Man has to lead. They have to lead by example, and they have to lead, like, guide their woman. Like, sometimes, because like I said, men are very logical, women are very emotional, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just how we're created. But that's why the woman often needs the man to come alongside her and help her, because he's able to be more logical when she's all wrapped up in her emotions.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that takes actually, not just being out of pocket with her and stuff like that. It actually takes getting to know her, talking to her, and not just like, oh, come on, is she crazy? Like, you know what I mean? You got to talk to her like she's a person and like she's somebody you really care about.
Good advice. So here it is. You heard it from, a woman's perspective. I didn't want this topic and things that I always talk about to be completely male dominated, and I'm making it short for you women and for all you people that are short attention spanned, because not only you, Nicole told me to make these videos shorter because I got the women's perspective, because you know what I mean, I'm just gonna be in and out.
Like you said, we can always do a part 2. So
yeah, we will do a part 2. Probably it'll be
that people are gonna have questions out here with this. So
yeah, whatever y'all want us to talk about. Sometimes when y'all wanted to see Amber, say hi.
Yes,
say hi, baby.
Hello.
Yeah. So y'all want to see this pretty face again, or y'all got some topics or whatever that y'all want to ask her or ask me, or what we've experienced being together all this time, and
together for 8 years and friends for 4 years.
Yeah.
So, and we still in love after all that time. I think we're doing something right.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
I think maybe even the distance has helped us too.
Yeah, and we'll get into all it. Yes.
That's another subject for another day.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. So y'all get in the comment section. Tell me what y'all want us to talk about. Say, so we include you, because this is our channel together. You know what I mean? It's going to help everybody else out, so y'all can have successful relationships. You know what I'm saying? from the inside out. So get in the comment section, like, comment, subscribe, share this. You know what I'm saying? Share it with your mom, your dad, your friends, your family. You know what I mean? And y'all want some uncommon information so we could put some paint where it ain't, say we most can't. You know what I mean? You know, a dude that's, you know, and governed by this game and got me a beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to know her perspective or both of our perspectives together? You know, comment. Give us some good ideas or what y'all want us to talk about. So, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm going to let you say.
We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
All right. See y'all later. Goodbye. You already know my closing. You know, it's Guess Who the Rapper, a.k.a. the Grand Ambassador Flesh Dynasty here. Lace your brain with some incredible and glorious game. Y'all have a wow now. A blast pass. Wow now. Greater later. Live the life of your design so you can have a good time for your lifetime. Live a life of his design so your life will be divine for the rest of your lifetime. Guess Who the Rapper, as their host, the reluctant YouTuber, and the watchman of this game, signing out. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that share button. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification so you can get more of the videos when they come out. All right. Love y'all. Peace.